Hello there, this is Joe Martin, pastor at First Baptist in Toledo, Washington, and this is a midweek cabin talk. I just want to thank you for taking a few moments. We just started a series through the summer dealing with the just studying about the person and the power and the presence of the Holy Spirit. So I really hope that you will, if you have any way possible to be gathering in person together with us. It's really important to do that. I'm glad that you watch these, and a lot of you tell me that you do, and I run into you and tell me that. But being with each other and coming in and having breakfast together and just sitting around the table with each other with all different types of people, bringing your kids. 9:30. We have breakfast at 9:15, and bring your kids at go to class and have your kids in class at 9:30, and going to a worship service. And it's just really important. There's a reason why for thousands of years this has been the Christian practice, because it's not perfect, and it's not like an event, and it's not designed to be that way. It's a gathering where we come together. And the reason why Christians have done it for so long is because time has taught us that when we don't do it, our spiritual life doesn't advance. As a matter of fact, we lose ground. I want to just talk to you because I know a lot of you on the same issue, is that a lot of times there's a lot of loneliness. You feel isolated. I know I talked to one of my friends the other day, and they were telling me, I watched the Cabin Talks and I watched that, and I'm so glad you do, but they said, I'm still really lonely. And I said, well, you need to be with other people, but loneliness is a real thing. And sometimes you can't do much about it. You have health issues, or you're kind of feeling isolated because of, circumstances in your life. And that makes it really hard. In John chapter 16, I talked about this during our park, music event this week. It was a great time, by the way. And sometimes we do those, and a lot of music and outdoor stuff, and it was kind of pies in the park, and it was a lot of fun. And we'll have some more of those this summer. But Jesus is telling his disciples that he is going to lead them. He is telling them that they are that he's going back to the Father. Now, they don't understand. They can't bear it, and he doesn't tell them too much yet, but he's been trying to tell them that he's going to the cross and that he'll be a ransom for many. He's been trying to tell them, but it's just they just don't want to hear it. They can't bear it. And Jesus tells them something amazing, and I think this is really important for those of you who feel really lonely right now. Maybe you don't have a significant relationship in your life. Maybe you went through a breakup. Maybe you're working away from your family or your friends. And Jesus says, and his disciples are really concerned. They just want to be with him and be around him and to have him be present with them. And Jesus says this, and let me read this passage out of the Bible because I'm not using the technology today, as you may notice. He says, in John 16:7, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the Helper will not come to you. But if I depart, I will send him to you. Now,